From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After one, 7-3 the score. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Edwards-Helaire is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. In motion left is a running back. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 5, 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go play action with Brissett. Caught here by Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action now. Brissett. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Brissett to throw on first. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field. the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he's
got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. The only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
First and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
Now this time, Mahomes will throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. That's complete. It's Bell.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A give running right is Chubb. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game. They begin this drive with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Fourth down, Brissett. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Mahomes. Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Yellow. Yellow. 43. 43. 50. Yellow, 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 yellow.
Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.